Welcome back, everybody, to EU4, Italian Parma ham, I guess, at this point. Otherwise known as the Chronicles of When Do We Think Spain Will Actually Declare War on Us and Ruin Our Day. Because it hasn't happened yet, for some reason. But we will see how it goes. And right on cue, Great Britain's doing what Great Britain does best, declaring war on the native population. The Attahachie Federation is pretty big. So we can actually take a look at this while we're moving our troops back from the end of the war with Switzerland. Why have you converted back to Catholicism, Sweden? You used to be cool. Yeah, the Attahachie Federation is pretty big. Having said that, they have military tech 8. They're going to stand absolutely no chance whatsoever. The only way that they won't just disintegrate to the British is if EU4AI pulls a masterstroke, and rather than just having the British land at Newfoundland and then just walk down, if they do what they like to do and bring a handful of transports at a time and have 3,000 or 4,000 troops land on their mainland, so they can bop them with all of their troops in one go. We'll see what it does. Just while we're here, we might as well take a look at how the Americas are doing. Zuni is pretty big down the west flank of modern-day Mexico. And, you know, the gross desert area of the US that I would not want to live in because I would die of heat stroke. South America is pretty much exclusively Portugal. East Coast developments have been quite slow in this game in South America. Usually, from my own experience, Portugal colonizes almost all of this area where modern-day Argentina is, does quite a lot of Brazilian colonizing, not necessarily all of it. But in this game, they've really prioritized going for Portuguese Peru first, which is very, very interesting and not typical for games that I would see. Spain's claimed nigh on all of the Caribbean, which is also a little bit unusual. You usually see Portugal claiming at least part of it. The other bit that's somewhat interesting is that no major power has really broken into the Mexican tribes. Obviously, we do have Portuguese vassals and colonies down here, as you can see, but they really haven't started carving Mexico apart yet. Usually, from my own experience, it is Spain that causes that to happen, but they just haven't done it. We'll see how it goes. As for what we want to do, so we're now at the point, we're definitely not late game, it's only 1572. But we do want to start thinking about what do we want to do as kind of a way of showing that we've won this game. Now, there's a couple of thoughts. We could try and form the Roman Empire, but I'm not 100% sold on that, because by the end of the game, it's just going to be me declaring war absolutely constantly, and it might get a little bit boring just seeing the exact same thing happen over and over. And the other thought I had is maybe we just want to try and wipe Portugal out of Europe and also claim Constantinople. I don't know, I haven't really decided. We'll just play it how it goes, you know, see what happens. We're nearly at our maximum monarch power. Let's take a look at our tech. We are miles ahead of time, so we are certainly not burning points into military tech. We might as well get some development out of it. Where are we going to get a good deal? We can get Venezia up to 40 development. Let's do that. You like to see it. Our maximum manpower is now 107,000. Do we have any other weird odd numbers? We do. So let's get Rome up to 35. And we'll get Nizza to 15. It's not just a neurotic OCD thing as to why I'm trying to get everything in a multiplier of 5. It's the way that you can get more buildings. So at the start, every 5 development gets you a new building slot. It then starts going to 10. The other thing we do want to do, and the reason why I clicked on Urbino specifically, we have too much money at this point. So a nice way of investing money is to improve some of our centers of trade. So we're going to improve this one. We can upgrade it again if we want to but you need to have 25 development, so we can't do it to this province right now. If we go in, that is the wrong overlay. It's the trade overlay I'm pretty sure I want. There we go. You can see where some of these options are. Now, in our case, do we have any level 3s? I doubt it. Even Venice is only a level 2. This is definitely going to become a level 3 location, though. That's nailed on. The other thing we could use our money on, potentially, is upgrading the Doge's Palace. We can't afford it because you need actually 5,000 gold. So I'm not going to go too much to town, but I am going to get this at least to be a world port. World ports really help with institution spread. And this is likely to be a good province to get, or at least get quick access to new institutions. So that works for me. We are going to start trying to save money up to 5,000 because I would love to get that bonus for the Doge's Palace. And that's another good place to use a lot of our manpower if we end up in a scenario where we really can't do a war without just dragging the whole world in and killing us. So it'll give us another outlet. Speaking of the whole world being dragged in and killing us, Spain still haven't joined a coalition against us. I really don't know why. We have 93 spying power against them. We should use it for something before they catch us. Do they have any rebels? Only one noble rebel that have revolted in the Mauritius. They have a tiny amount in Naples. No, there's nothing there that I could make happen. Can we steal some maps off them? I guess we'll do that. It's not a huge benefit, but I mean, it's free, so we might as well. Might as well use it for something. We don't have the ability to fabricate a claim, though. We would need another 90, and that's because we have claims all over a load of their stuff already. We don't lack in claims against the Spanish, and their permanent claims as well. So that is not going to be a problem for us. I would love to try and take some of this land. But as you can see, if we declare war on Spain, all hell breaks loose, because that will drag in Austria and Portugal. Again, Portugal not a huge issue. Austria would be terrible. We would really struggle against Spain one-on-one, let alone with Austria in there as well. They have 20,000 more troops than me, slightly over twice as many ships as me, and they have more than twice as much manpower as me. It would be a disaster. The only way, if we were soloing Spain, that we would be able to win would be if we immediately were able to siege all of this land, forcing them to either do the stupid thing that I mentioned that Great Britain liked to do against the natives, and put over a small clumps of troops we can bop independently, or just incite so many rebels that they would attrition dealing with the rebels that we'd be okay. But it's not a good way to go. Let's get another merchant. Gotta love that. Yes, I know it's a sign we quite literally just got it. Where are our merchants right now? So one's collecting in Venice, which is fine. It's almost tempting at this point to switch our trade node from Venice to Genoa. Genoa does make a little bit more money. It's not a huge difference. I mean, it is right now. It's about 10 gold. But usually over the course of the game, it's not an absolutely massive difference. Oh, we actually are collecting from Genoa. Go past me. Makes me wonder, why are we collecting here? What are we doing? So if I put this as collecting, I want to see how much money we make. The more places you collect from, you get a penalty across all of them. I just want to see how much money that generates. Yes, thank you. I do have that core done now. That's awesome. We are making some pretty big money. I'm wondering if it makes more sense to stop collecting in Venice so I don't get a penalty. But I don't think it would be at the moment. I think that's perfectly fine. I don't want to min-max it too much. We're making money hand over fist. If we were skint, that would be different, but we're not. Why aren't you drilling? Might as well make the most of that too. We can probably take a couple, like, Mantova does not need a fort at this point. That can go. Montferrat has a fort, and it's not really needed, but I'm going to keep it for now. I'm only going to get rid of that once I can get a mountainous province over here with a fort. Oh, did Spain have its leader die? Yes, they have a regency. We're still not going to attack them. I mean, Great Britain coming in, it's... Look at the numbers, they're terrible. What would happen if we invited Britain in on that and went to war is that Spain would just end up wanting all of Britain's colonies. And we would still get trashed. So, I don't think so. That ain't doing it for me. We should work out. I'm just having a look at who we think the nicest target will be for the war next to come. Because we still have the option, if we wanted to, of attacking the Ottomans. We would be at a slight numbers disadvantage, and the challenge with attacking the Ottomans is that when the Ottomans' allies come in, they're all tiny. So 90% of the troops are all coming from the Ottomans, meaning the Ottoman AI can orchestrate all its troops pretty easily. We would have a much wider split between the nations, and trying to guess what the AI will do is folly most of the time. So we're going to have to wait for now on that front. There's a big old load of truces ending. Is anybody now going to join a coalition against us? Still don't see anybody doing it. It does mean we could go after Milan again if we wanted to. It would be pretty easy. But we're still balancing what will happen with France's aggressive expansion game. I guess, though, Milanese land would be more valuable to us than even French land because they're already a culture type that will work with us. I wonder if we don't just go beat up Milan again. Yeah, let's go beat Milan up again. I'm not even going to need all of my troops. I'm just going to take those 2 stacks. These 2 can stay down here. The only thing I do want to know is whether any of their allies, so the Knights, Brandenburg, Brabant, and Luxembourg. So Brabant will... No, it does not have a sea border in this game, so that's perfectly fine. We only have 5 transport ships. Oh, wow. The Ottomans are at war with the Mamluks and are shredding them again. That's not great. That's not great at all. Giant Ottomans will be a lot harder to deal with, so be nicer to attack them sooner rather than later, but it isn't always the way it's going to go. How many troops do the Knights have? 6,000. So realistically, for us to take that, and we would never actually take the territory off the Knights, because then you just get events constantly to give it back. But we should build a few more transport ships. We have the capacity to now. So let's get up to 10. And let's just make a 10,000 stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and grab a horse 10. Who's the leader in that stack? A 2-2-4-1. Not a very good leader, but you'll do. And we're just going to move them there preemptively, just so we can at least get the Knights out of the way. Maybe we can break their alliance with Milan so we don't have to keep dealing with them. That'd be nice. Okay, so we're going to wait a couple of ticks, just so we can get some of our morale back. And then we will declare war on Milan. Milan only has a level 1 fort now. Ooh, generals are dying left, right, and centre in this episode and the last one. 4-3-2-2 is okay. We'll allow it. What even is... We have 70.7 army tradition. We should be getting better leaders than we're getting. We're just getting a little bit unlucky, I guess. Austria is declared on Württemberg. Good luck, Württemberg. You are going to need it. I can't remember which one of these you are. Is it this one? Yes, it is. Oh yeah, they are mega toast. As are Milan. Do we care which one we make the war goal? I guess we should do Cremona because it has the fort in it. So that's going to be Ripperonis. And then as soon as we have our 10 transports, we'll deal with the knights. And that was a stat wipe immediately. Let's turn the speed back down to 3 just so we don't have jarring lag. This game's pretty intensive on the old processor. And to be fair, I'm recording it as well, so you're doubling down on that. Wish I could set an alert so that when we get up to that 10th transport, it would tell me that it has, but we don't have that option. You guys are done. Who is the closest nation that we can reach? Can we get to Luxembourg? Oh, we can. Isn't that awesome? Let's go siege them out while we're at it. I'm not worried about our stat getting bopped there, put it that way. They only have 19,000 troops between them all, and about a third of that is in the Knights' territory, so I think we'll be okay. Oh wow, that was incredibly quick. Okay. Well, I guess we'll take another of our stacks over to Siege Brabant now. Only 16,500 men, so it should suffer less attrition than the bigger stack. This will also help with our incredibly ugly borders, I guess. Siena being Spanish makes me very upset. Oh, we're trading in wine again. We have a drunk population, and that means less unrest, so I'll take it. Ah, Protestant zealots are in Picardy. But it's already that religion. That's strange. I wonder if France will ever get ballsy enough to try and attack Picardy, which would drag Austria in on them. Which they might not be that averse to, given they're rival to Austria. We'll see what happens. Oh, we are getting ships. Are we at 10? No, we're at 9. We have to wait until our final ship gets built. So when we see a stack of 34, we're good. Oh, a merchant shipwreck. That's a lot of money that we just lost. Yikes. Luxembourg's a level 5 fort. That's pretty spicy. I was wondering why we weren't ticking that quickly, although we're still doing pretty well. We're at 35% now. Can we get lucky and get it? Yeah, baby. You gotta love to see that. So this stack is going to go, if I can highlight it. Do I have a way of getting to Brandenburg? I do. Oh, they have 2 forts, that's why. They have one in Altmark and one in Magdeburg. Wondering why I couldn't get through. The answer was I could. I just picked a province I couldn't get to. We're not going to piece Luxembourg out yet because I don't want some weird black flag rule getting involved and ruining everything. So we are going to wait on that. Because we've seen a few times throughout this play. Oh, right on cue. You hate it. You hate to see that. We have to run back to no longer be black flagged to then run all the way back to Brandenburg. Just the way it is. No point getting upset over it. Finally, we're at 34, so let's get our stack out to sea. There's no way the Knights are going to have anywhere near enough in the way of troops to deal with this. I don't remember if it's the sea on the west or the sea on the south that they technically have their connection to. But we'll see. We're at 96 Republican tradition, so we can just eat. Losing 5 of them, that's fine. Where is a big stack of ships? Here it is. Yes, I know it's blocked by a hostile fort. Okay, this side's perfectly fine. When are they moving over? The 8th of April? Future me will try and remember. Ooh, laggy. Future me will try and remember to go back over there and take a look. Brabant is now sieged out. The game wants to chug because there's multiple wars in Europe going on that we can see. So it's trying to show everything. The Attahachie Federation has ceded a lot of territory to the British. Basically all of this. We're going to end up with a distinctly British North America in this game. Before we forget, let's just stay over here and have Knight's Vision. They do have a better general than we do, but despite our -2 penalty from dumping a stack from the sea, we just have so much more morale than they do, it's a non-issue. What level's their fort at? Level 5. You know what that means? We're going to have to go back and get another stack of troops. And the way we're going to do it is we're just going to take every single cannon, apart from one, and we're going to send those guys over. I just want to break their alliance with every nation, pretty much. Just so we never have to deal with the knights again. They're not difficult, they're just wildly inconvenient. I don't want to have to deal with them. You kidding? I was black flagged again? I mean, that's the strongest enemy we've run into so far, the black flag. I'm just going to piece these guys out too. Give me war reps. I don't need to pillage you. Break your alliance with Austria and the knights. That's fine. Get out of my face. Thank you. And we're going to do the same thing for our friends in Luxembourg. Off you guys go. Oh, look at them trying to unsiege it. You do not have enough men. I'll just save the hassle and piece you out. We're going to force you to change religion too, just while we're at it. Do you have anybody that you're allied with that I care about? Provence, probably. Okay, there you go. So, we have the Knights. We have Milan. Oh, we have an election. That's not what I was expecting to say. So, our leader just kicked the bucket. Claudio Marascotti. He had some great traits. Calm and Lawgiver are both very good. Admittedly, Calm is less useful when you're a republic, but still helpful. Lawgiver, though, is fantastic. So we could pick a relative. Oh, wow, we are definitely picking a relative. 545, sign me up. And they're only 37. So unless they get the worst traits, like I'm hoping... Pretty much if we get anything except Craven, I'll be happy. Craven is terrible. Like, real bad. Morale penalties. So, are you kidding me? Why are you still in Brandenburg if you're black flagged? Good lord. Oh, Silver Tongue. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh, yes, we will take Silver Tongue as a trait. Let's get our stack of cannons in there. How many men do we need to siege this thing out? 18,000. We will have enough. Just. Yeah, they're very, very inconvenient to deal with, but better to get it dealt with than not and just keep being annoyed by it for the rest of time. We can definitely go up to speed 4, though, at this point. That bit. Fine. We haven't had a religious war pop up for the Holy Roman Empire. It's still... It couldn't really be poised in a more frustrating way for me to deal with, because I would love the Holy Roman Empire to be Protestant. But that doesn't work for me, because Poland is on the Catholic side, which is really the biggest issue, let's be real. But Sweden's also on that side. They would immediately break their alliance with me if I went for Protestant, same with Bohemia. But this side has the stronger powers on it, by and large. It has Russia, it has the Ottomans in there. Theoretically, it would have me in there if I could. But, nope. The one piece that's kind of interesting, unless I'm being blind, France hasn't picked a side. Which is very, very weird. And I don't think Great Britain's picked a side either. That's very odd. I'd love to make that fire, but it's not beneficial for us. At least I don't think it is. What is going on with this stack now? Why is Brandenburg being so unbelievably difficult to access? We have open borders with Bohemia, right? Yes. So why can't I wander over here and just... Ow. Berlin. Ugh. Their border gore. That's what the problem is. Okay, at least we worked it out. Stupid, stupid border gore. It had one job. I'm just going to leave our navy here. It's not attritioning, right? Nope, it is not, so it's fine. And we are very, very slowly sieging this out. It's a tier 5 fort on a coast. And it's not being blockaded, which means we're on the wrong side. There should be a pop-up for that across the top as well, but I guess there isn't. That'll speed the process up a bit anyway. We're at maximum spying on Spain, I just noticed. Do we have anything we can even do with that? Let's slander their merchants, make them make less money. I bet they're making it hand over fist as well. Oh, Britain's at war with another set of natives. What a surprise. Berlin has been sieged out. Are we going to be able to reach? No, we can't. We're going to have to siege Magdeburg first. What a surprise. I'll level with you. If I can just piece these guys out and save the hassle, I will. Because I can't get them to change religion. They're too big. Are you allied to anything stupid? No. Okay, then I'm just going to take your money. Okay, I'm not going to take much money. I'm going to take 7.4. So, that'll do. They're just too annoying to deal with. Let's get our troops back. Let's put them here so that I can split them up. Thank you. So now it's just the knights and Milan, and we're sieging the knights out as we speak. We have got to the 0% break point. But it shouldn't be very long. Somebody's already invested in admin tech 15. We can afford to do it, but we're not going to because I'm going to need some admin points for coring. And we have quite a lot of innovation. We're 66.87. That's pretty good. And it's ticking up. I know we're nearly at maximum cap. That is intentional. If we could siege out the Knights' territory, that would be awesome. Oh, France has rivaled us. Okie dokie. They've stopped rivaling Poland and they rivaled us instead. Anton Galeazzo's died. Because again, it wouldn't be a war right now without several of our leaders all dying. So, what are you going to do? Let's just recruit a new one while we're at it. Oh, they're pretty good. 6533. Can't complain with that at all. Alrighty, let's get this war over and done with, please. Come on, you can do it. Oh, we have to get a new parliament debate. What are we going to do? You can just get 44,000 manpower. We don't need that, but that's pretty sweet. More merchants, more Diplo. Really don't need any of this, do we? Let's just go for the draft and Is there a nice easy piece we can give them without giving something I actually want? I was hoping there'd be an admin support one. We're just going to not have this complete. That way we can have this as a contingency plan in case we do, say, get attacked by Spain and things ruin our day. We have hit our cap, so I'm just going to do something very simple for development super quickly. You're at 19. Congratulations, you're up to 20 now. I just don't want to waste administrative points or any type of monarch point. Come on. Siege it out already. There we go. Okay, finally. Do we really care enough to take out their navy? We'll piece them out before that happens. If I can click on it. That's one way of being really defensive. Make your nation too small to click. I always forget they have Malta. We have a claim on Malta. So if we... I'm not sure how this works, but if we take Malta off the knights... Do we get events to take it back if they still exist? I don't know, but it's only 10 aggressive expansion. I'm tempted just to take it. We're gonna force the knights to switch religion too. I know that kind of breaks their entire shtick, but that's gonna make me laugh, so we're gonna do it. We also don't need to make them break their alliance with Spain. If anything, it's a good thing Spain's allied to them because that's a waste of one of their slots. Okay, so we ended up getting Malta, which I didn't even think about. This could be a very good place to put a fort and really annoy Spain. It's just a shame it's a coastline. If it had really been any other terrain, even if it was just hilly, it'd be fine. I mean, it wouldn't make sense geographically, but it would be helpful for me anyway. So, 13 days have to pass until we get our diplomat back. And then we can peace out Milan again. I think we've been at war with them so many times that the next time we do it, we get a free coffee, I think. There we go. Diplomat is back. Hypothetically, if I took it all, how much aggressive expansion is that? A lot. Having said that, I'm getting to the point now. So, France has rivaled us, which means they're more inclined to attack us. If they did... My only concern would be that France could attack us to set off the coalition, and then there's a distinct possibility that Austria might independently declare war on us. So maybe we shouldn't just go all ham. Are these all in the same state? Are these all Lombardy? Yes, they are. If we just didn't take Novara, what's the aggressive expansion look like? Still terrible. Only 7 different. Where's most of the aggressive expansion coming from? 23, 24, 21. They're pretty even. Which is interesting, that only increases it by 7. Interesting calculation. But yeah, if we just do it so we take 1 province for now, it puts Austria at the perfect 50, which means they could join. But that doesn't really matter because they would likely attack me if Spain declared through a coalition anyway because they're allied. But this stops France from being able to at least join the coalition. And if France attacks me independently, I'm far less worried because I'm sure that Britain would join in, and even though the AI doesn't do wars across sea very well, Britain could probably annoy France enough to give us some respite. So that's what I'm going to do in terms of territory. We're going to force religion because, again, it'll save us some hassle of having to convert things ourselves. They don't have any alliances really worth breaking, but I'm still going to do it for Brandenburg because it's just annoying. Okay. So, we're out of war again. I'm going to take this, like, remnant stack of troops and just plonk it in the new province. Get you to drill, get you to drill. You can't drill because you don't have a leader. I'm hoping you're going to get black flagged, but start walking that way. And we are going to start calling this before we do anything else. I guess we might as well get admin level 15 at this point. We have 214 days left. I'm just going to take it. Yes, it's a big penalty, but you got forced march, and we will probably be using that not straight away, but if everybody on Earth wants to declare on me, I can assure you we are going to be using it. Let's see if we need it next episode. I'm going to wrap this up now. I appreciate you watching. If you've really been enjoying, let me know. If you have any alternate ideas of what we could do for kind of end game success, leave a comment. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now. Thank you for watching the video, and if you'd like to see more, feel free to stick around.